to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
The Golden State Warriors find themselves in a troubling situation, 11th place in the Western Conference with a 22-23 record. With time running out for the franchise and Stephen Curry still playing at an elite level at 36 years old, does the team need to make a big move before the trade deadline? And what if that big move involves De'Aaron Fox? The Sacramento Kings point guard might be the missing piece to revitalize the Warriors' offense. Recently, reports surfaced that the Kings are listening to offers for Fox, which could set off alarm bells in Golden State's front office. Is it time for Mike Dunleavy to make a move? Fox, the 5th overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft, is having another impressive season, averaging 25.2 points, 6.2 assists, and 1.5 steals per game in 43 appearances. His speed, explosiveness, and scoring ability are qualities that could transform the Warriors' playing style. But what would this trade cost? To acquire Fox, the Warriors would likely have to part ways with Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, and Kyle Anderson. A steep price, no doubt, but one that could unlock a new level for Curry. Imagine the impact. With Fox running the offense, Curry could play as a full-time shooting guard, moving more freely. That means fewer double teams and more space to do what he does best, draining three-pointers. Additionally, there's an interesting connection. Fox was the first player to sign with the Curry brand under Armour's division in October 2023. Could this relationship help in negotiations? The point is clear. A backcourt featuring Fox and Curry would be a nightmare for any NBA defense. While Fox attacks the rim with his incredible speed and improved mid-range game, Curry would continue being the lethal threat from deep. It would be a devastating duo. But is it worth giving up Wiggins, a former All-Star and key piece in the 2022 championship run, along with Kuminga, who has immense potential? It's a tough dilemma, but if the Warriors still want to compete while Curry is at his peak, this might be the only way. So, Warriors fans, what do you think? Should the team go all in on Fox for another title push, or should they keep their core and trust the young players' development? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Warriors updates. As a Warriors fan, I have to admit that the idea of trading for De'Aaron Fox excites me, but it also leaves me torn. Fox is an incredible talent. His speed, ability to attack the rim, and playmaking skills are exactly what the Warriors need to take some pressure off Curry. The thought of Curry finally playing with more freedom, without constant double teams, makes me optimistic about the potential of such a trade. A backcourt with Fox and Curry would undoubtedly be spectacular and nearly unstoppable on offense. On the other hand, parting ways with Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga would be a tough pill to swallow. Wiggins was instrumental in the 2022 title run, especially for his defensive impact and offensive versatility. And Kuminga? The kid is just starting to show what he's capable of. He has the potential to become a star, maybe even the next big name for the Warriors. Losing those pieces could hurt the team's long-term future, especially if Fox doesn't fit as well as expected. However, with time ticking on Curry's prime, it's understandable that the franchise is considering bold moves. This trade could be the necessary push to chase another title, while Curry is still playing at an elite level. As a fan, I want to see the team doing everything possible to maximize this window. So, if Mike Dunleavy decides to pull the trigger on this trade, I'll support it, even if it means giving up players I admire. What about you, Warriors fans? Would you risk the team's future to bring in Fox and give Curry one last shot at greatness? I want to hear your thoughts. If the Warriors seriously pursue De'Aaron Fox, there are a few key questions that need to be analyzed. The first one is, would this trade actually put the team back in the title race? Fox is an explosive point guard, one of the fastest in the league, and a nightmare for opposing defenses. But what would truly make this trade special is how he fits alongside Curry. With Fox taking over as the primary playmaker, Curry could move even more without the ball, something that has always been one of his greatest strengths. The Warriors' offensive system, built on movement and spacing, could reach a new level with a player like Fox forcing defenses into difficult decisions. However, there are risks involved. Fox is not an elite three-point shooter, which could affect the team's spacing. Additionally, the Warriors are already struggling defensively, and losing Wiggins, one of the team's best perimeter defenders, would make things even more challenging. Head coach Steve Kerr would need to adjust the entire team structure to compensate for this potential defensive weakness. Another factor to consider is the financial aspect. Fox has a hefty contract, and fitting his salary into the Warriors' cap space would require moves that could limit future acquisitions. Would the team be willing to sacrifice financial flexibility for this gamble? If this trade happens, it could be the defining moment of the Warriors' season. It could mark the last big move of the Curry era, a bold attempt to compete for a championship before his prime years fade. Or it could be a risky bet that sacrifices the future without guaranteeing immediate success. One thing is certain, the franchise cannot afford to waste the final years of the greatest player in its history. If there is a real chance to strengthen the roster and give Curry another shot at a title, then maybe it's time to act. Now, I want to hear from you, Warriors fans. Does this trade make sense? Is it worth sacrificing Wiggins and Kuminga to bring in Fox? Or should the Warriors trust their current core and look for reinforcements elsewhere? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all Warriors news.